Hi there, welcome back to the Green Room on Cast Workbook. I'm Natasha Gorjulo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is a new animated version of the franchise, produced and co-written by Seth Rogen, who had the idea of making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles about actual teens. He shares how he managed to channel that energy in the recording booth and how he went about casting the legendary Jackie Chan.
To me, it was always so fundamental to making a thing about teenagers was to cast actual teenagers if you could. And that, again, that idea was so underused in the franchise. And
growing up, I was very well versed in turtle culture, and I actually showed Jeff and Seth my first skateboard. My skateboarding career is now long over, but my first skateboard was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deck. It was a Michelangelo deck. So I was a big fan. So I was very excited but slightly confused when I saw the email that I was like, come and audition for this. I was like, me? Okay, absolutely, but me? This is something that I really want to do.
And then the idea of Jackie Chan came up, and it was like, oh my God, that would just be absolutely perfect. And it did seem like a real long shot, but he said yes.
When Seth called me, I was big surprised. I was big fan of him. He tell me about the story, it's about my character.
No, I don't think I've seen every Jackie Chan movie because there's a lot of them, but I've seen, I'd say, almost all of them, and I truly think he's the greatest living comedian, and I think he's a marvel. I put him in the category of Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin. He is not only funny, but he is physically capable of things that are elusive to most,
It's different than the action movie. Action movie, on the set, we can think with the director and we talk together how to make the scene, how to move the camera, and how to change the action sequence. We can change all kinds of things. But animation, you have to think. So many different good things.
Jackie Chan is a genius, and I can't believe that my name is going to be in the same rolling credits as him. It's pretty nuts.
My first desire was to have the kids record at the same time, and that was a thought I had. Was we should just try to have them all in there together, and it was going fine. I remember the first day, and then I remember we took a break. And we were in the recording studio, and they were all in the recording studio we were in. They had this tiny little banquette, a booth, a little tiny booth.
Being in a room performing with 4 teenage boys who are just sort of talking and making jokes definitely brought me back to a time in my life when that was more of a present reality.
And they were just oh, you did this, shot, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's what you like, you eat that, oh my God, gross, eat that. And it was and I remember going in to get a coffee or something and seeing them in there and being that is funnier than anything we've done in the last 2 hours.
And the energy of the boys is just it's so infectious, and you can't really replicate that, the way that they bounce off of each other.
That energy they have is that's what we have to capture, and it's honestly so hard. These recordings are not set up to have people overlapping each other and talking at the same time. And it is not how it's designed. And it took us several sessions to build a situation where they could actually fully interact in the way that they would. This world was created that really feels like the concept art and has the energy of the concept art. And to me, when I'm watching it, I'm constantly rediscovering how cool it looks, which is great.